With all the coaching changes going on, it's clear that Clint Kubiak of the Seattle Seahawks, their offensive coordinator, is in line to be the Raiders head coach once Seattle finishes their season. It seems like they've zeroed in on him, and he's going to be their coach probably as soon as Monday morning. But one of the coaching signings was Mike McCarthy for the Steelers. It kind of seems like the Steelers are doing a little bit of what the Jets did and kind of leaning into Aaron Rodgers and trying to do everything they can to keep Aaron Rodgers happy instead of doing what's best for the organization. That's my opinion. I feel like the Steelers, which is one of the most successful organizations in the NFL, and they don't change coaches very often. They've always seemed to, going back to the last three, Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin, all came from the defensive side of the ball as coaches. It seemed like they would go that way again because that's been a recipe for success for them. The signing of Mike McCarthy to the Steelers seems apparent to me that it's to try to entice Aaron Rodgers to come back. Not that Aaron Rodgers had a fine season, but I don't know why you would mortgage your franchise to keep a 40-plus-year-old, 42-year-old quarterback happy when maybe it should be thinking towards the future. But maybe, Mike McCarthy being as good with quarterbacks as he is, maybe the idea is to work with their younger quarterbacks in their system, maybe draft someone this year to be the quarterback of the future, and maybe Aaron Rodgers, they hold him over for this season until that new quarterback gets established and gets up to speed. I don't know. That's the one coaching signing that seemed to me that wasn't necessarily in the best idea of the organization. But, don't get me wrong. Mike McCarthy is a winning coach. It was confusing to me when Dallas fired him after winning over 10 games every year he was there. I mean, yes, he didn't get them the Super Bowl, but was that his fault? Was that the players' fault? I mean, you can look back at those games and think about it, but Mike McCarthy is a great coach, winning coach. I mean, you could tell by the emotion in his press conference, he's a Pittsburgh guy. It's a dream to coach the team and the city that you grew up in and the team you grew up rooting for. I mean, what's better than that? So I know he's going to do a great job. It just seems odd to me. It seems more like the Steelers are doing what the Jets did and turning their franchise over to Aaron Rodgers to try to make him happy when he's, on the back end of his career. It's not like he's Josh Allen's age or even Matthew Stafford's age, as a matter of fact. It's just he's on the way out, and the Steelers should be looking forward. I mean, Mike McCarthy's going to bring a better offense to Pittsburgh than they've had the last several years, a more balanced offense, I would imagine. But again, it seems like leaning into Aaron Rodgers, and I'd like to get a Pittsburgh fan's opinion on that. Any Pittsburgh fans watching this, what do you think about the Mike McCarthy signing? Let me know. Drop a comment below. I'll come back. I'll do another video about it. Maybe I can get my wife's cousin, Tony, from Pittsburgh, who's a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan and knows way more about the Steelers than me. Get him on here and get his 2 cents on what he thinks about that signing.